snowflakes. So I know it's a little off with the volume because I have the window open because I couldn't position the phone correctly. Anyways, okay. So today's video is going to be Kissing Booth 2 movie review. So this was a very talked about movie, obviously, because like the first one got so much hype and like there was so much hype for the second one, and I recently just finished it. So I wanted to give my like review on it. I've never done one of these before, so I don't really know how you're supposed to do it, but I'm gonna start from the beginning of like what happened and like say like my opinions on each thing. So in the beginning, it starts off like Elle explaining like what happened with her and Noah, how like what happened with her and Noah, and that he goes off to college, whatever, and that she was feeling lonely. And then it proceeds to show like how she kind of is invading Lee's relationship by like kind of always being around, and like the girlfriend is feeling unappreciated, like I don't know, left out, like feeling weird. Like I would feel weird as well. Like I don't know. I believe in guy-girl relationship, like friendships that are platonic and just friendships, but it's very difficult when you are in a relationship, especially like I know they didn't have feelings for each other, but it's very easily like it easily happens that people form like feelings for someone like that they're close friends with. Like I've had it happen like with my ex-guy best friends, like, or even guy friends that I liked in the past. Like it puts a strain on the friendship, and like usually that's why they don't work out. But Lee and Elle had like a really great one where they didn't have any feelings, but as a girlfriend, and I don't know if she had trust issues or what the backstory on her is. We don't really get much of a backstory, but you'd feel weird, like especially if she's always around, like you have no alone time with your own boyfriend. It's just odd. So I get where what's her name? I totally forgot her name. Alright, whatever. Lee's girlfriend like is coming from, and like why she gets like so upset. And then especially when like she asks Lee to say something and then he doesn't, like I would be fuming. But I'm also a crazy bitch, so and then let's jump to Noah. So Noah. Okay, so I was a big fan of Noah. Like in the first movie, I thought he was like really into Elle. I really loved him. Like I loved them together. Now we talk in this one, and he really got me tight this movie. He really did. So he goes to Harvard, and he has this friend. I know, like, in the end, obviously, like, it shows that they're just friends, and, like, it's just platonic, but, like, so he gets Elle tickets to come to Harvard to visit him, and just that whole scene of, like, the dinner, or whatever they're doing, like, whatever, like, meeting the friends, and how he, like, she comes over, he doesn't introduce her to Elle. The way he greets her, if Dylan ever greeted another female like that, I'd probably backhand him right in the restaurant in front of everyone. And then I would have dipped and been like, bye, I'm single now. I don't know how she did not lose her freaking mind. Like, I would have gone ballistic. Like, really, I would have beat the girl and him. Both of them. Both would have got some hands. Just watching that scene infuriated me. I was like picturing like if Dylan had done that, and I'm like shaking with anger. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Like just the kisses, you look gorgeous. How are you about to say that right in front of your girlfriend? I don't know. Maybe if she was gay, it'd be a different story, but this girl was not gay. She's clearly straight. So there lies the problem. Lesbian friends, my boyfriend can have as many lesbian friends as he wants. I have tons of lesbian friends, but straight females, like, it's not that I don't trust my man, it's that I don't trust them. And he gave her a reason not to trust him either, because like he should have shut that shit down real quick. He'd have been like, look, like, we're friends, but don't approach me like that. Like, don't flirt with me, calling me handsome, like right in front of her. Ugh. And then she has the nerve, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, I would have been like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't know. I'm crazy. So, that's that. And then, like, Elle finds the earring, And like how she handles that situation is so dumb to me. Like how you gonna find another woman's earring under your man's bed and you're just gonna just take the earring with me and like move on. Like how? Like why? Like I would have said something and like had a discussion. I would have made the biggest stink. Like I would have been like, what is this? What the I would have bugged out. Like I would have been screaming. Like Chloe, I think is her name, right? Yeah, Chloe. Like you okay, so you find an earring, then you find text like flirty with them like with emojis and shit. Like, and how's he still like claiming it's a platonic relationship and like a platonic friendship? Like I don't send any of my I mean, I don't really have a lot of guy friends, but like the ones that I do that I'm not like super close with, I'm not sending them flirty emojis. Like I'm not talking to them on a daily basis. And even if when I did have a guy best friend, like I mean, I was always single and I had my guy best friend, but as soon as I got in a relationship, that shit was cut off. Like I wasn't like there was no heart sent. There was no like play flirting with each other. No, like that's what you do when you're single with your guy friends, because like, oh, maybe like if we hook up it's fine because like you're single. But it's very different when you're in a relationship, and especially a serious relationship, and clearly theirs seemed serious. So I don't know, I feel like he was handling it as if like he was single and like he just has a thing with someone and it's like okay to flirt with other people, but like as long as he didn't actually do anything it was fine. No, flirting is cheating. I don't care what people say. If you're flirting, you're cheating. Like there was an instance where I thought someone was attractive and I had to tell Dylan, like I didn't necessarily flirt, but I thought he was attractive and I just felt so guilty for even thinking someone else was attractive. I had to like make it known to him, which caused a big argument, and he told me why the fuck did you tell me that, so I wouldn't recommend that, by the way. But like that's the point. Like when you really care about someone and you love someone, you couldn't even platonically flirt with someone or whatever. Like you would just be consumed with guilt. At least that's how I am. I don't know about other people, but like I don't understand people that can just cheat and like not feel any remorse for the person that they claim to love. Clearly they don't love them. If you're cheating on them, you do not love them. Like it's just basic, like it's common sense. So I don't know. Noah got me tight. And then they bring in Marco, my sweetie pie. Oh, Marco, okay, he's not really my type necessarily, but neither is Noah. Like obviously both their bods are really hot, but personally, facial wise, they're not my type. But personality wise, Marco stole my fucking heart. Like he was so cute. Like, okay, maybe he was a little dicky in the beginning, but like that's how all guys, like the hot ones, they're always cocky, and then like you get on like their soft side and they're like, ooh, you like, okay, like I'm gonna show you the real me, and like whatever. That's how it always is in movies, not in real life. That never happens, so don't believe it. All right, anyways, but I just loved his character, and like obviously me being a singer, I was like, oh, he sings, he plays guitar. And I was like getting butterflies. I was like, oh my god, like I wish Dylan took up guitar and singing and worked out. But I thought the scene where she was like talking about Marco, I had two thoughts in it. Obviously it was super funny, but like also she was still with Noah, and this was before like everything kind of went really, really downhill with Noah. So like in my opinion, like I would have never, even if I thought another male was attractive, I would have never said all of that, like especially when you're in a relationship, because like say roles were reversed, she would have got so mad if he was talking about another female like that. So even though he was in the wrong at this point too, like there was a lot of points where they both were in the wrong, and like I don't know, they both pissed me off in that whole movie. The only one I was rooting for was Marco. I was like, Marco, whether you end up with Elle or you end up with someone else, just I hope the best for you. I hope all happiness. And like obviously Lee, because Lee is a sweetheart. Like I love Lee, but Elle and Noah really got to get their shit straight. Like they really retarded. They don't know how to be in a relationship at all. And then Marco, like I feel like even though he was low-key trying to steal Elle from Noah, I think he he only wanted the best for her, and he could tell that like she wasn't getting the treatment she deserved, and like he was trying to like explain to her like that whole scene at the beach. I think that was him trying to like let her know like you deserve whatever, like you're not getting what you need out of that relationship. Like you're holding on to someone that's kind of like gone, and like you need someone there or whatever. That's what I kind of got from it. And like I think he was like wanting, like obviously he had feelings for her, but he wanted the best for her, and he thought Noah wasn't it. Like even though he didn't really know Noah, like long distance is hard, and like he could tell it was putting a strain on her, like her emotions, especially like with this whole Chloe thing, because she said to him like there was another girl. So I think he was like kind of getting the gist of what was going on in their relationship, and he was like, you know, you could just leave. Like he didn't know like the depth of their story and like her feelings for him. So I think that's why he kind of made his move, because he didn't like know the depth of it and everything. But like once he like saw them together, like he kind of knew. But at the end, like you see like his friend is like, oh, she's not worth it, dude. And he's like, yeah, she is. So I think like he knows she's a great girl, and like he knows she didn't intentionally hurt him. Like it was just, that's her day one. Like that's the guy like she's liked since she was a kid. Like there's very strong roots in that relationship, even though they don't have a great relationship like currently. Like they live on opposite ends of the world. There's a whole drama that happened. Like they have strong roots. Like people that you've known for a very long time and already have a connection with, those relationships, like they might not work, but you have stronger roots, so it's easier to like think that that's the person for you and stuff, when they might not be. I don't know. That's my philosophy on that. Overall, the like biggest question that like I think everyone has is like, who do you think Elle should have ended up with? I don't think Marco, only because it's so new, and I think the only reason she kind of liked him was because she was reminded of Noah by him, and she was missing Noah, and like she saw some qualities of Noah in Marco, but I don't think she really liked him for him and like his own qualities. So I don't think she should have been with Marco. I think he deserves better. And Noah, I think they really shouldn't have just jumped back into that relationship. I think they really should have took their time, and like obviously it's a movie, so like they're not gonna do that. They need a happy ending or whatever. But like in reality, if that was an actual relationship and like this movie was real, like they really should take their time. They need to work and put a lot of effort into this. Like I've seen like long distance relationships work, but it takes a lot of effort. Like my best friends, Sarah and Serena, they've been together for 2 years now, and a year of their entire relationship was long distance. And the way they made that work was that they would have discussions on like what the problems in their like each person's views in the relationship were, like anything that they were struggling with. They would literally like sit down, have it was a lot about communication, and I think Elle and Noah lacked a lot of communication. She had never been in a relationship, and I think it was a lack of experience as well. Like he never really had a real girlfriend, and she never had a boyfriend. So I think they both needed to put in work and like kind of learn about relationships, maybe even fucking couples therapy. I don't know. Like they needed that extra work, and like it was not put in. Like for him to just like leave and go to Harvard, like after the summer of fun and like whatever she was saying, that summer should have been used towards like actually like not getting to know each other, but more of like discussing what it like, making plans for when he does leave and like preparing for that, and like not just like not thinking about it, pushing it off, and then he leaves and then everything goes to shit. So that just shows like it takes time, it takes effort, it takes hard work. Like relationships are like a job, honestly. Like it takes honestly more work than a real job. Like relationships are really hard to maintain. Like the love can be super strong, but compatibility can lack. Like there's so many different aspects and so many different kinds of relationships. Like even mine, me and Dylan are polar opposites. Like he is a completely different person than I am, so it takes a lot of work for us to work, and a lot of times we argue because we butt heads a lot, because I'm a water sign, he's a fire sign. Like, we always are butting heads. Like, it's really difficult for him to understand where I'm coming from and me to understand where he's coming from, because we think differently, and like, it's hard. And like, to be able to maintain that, there has to be a lot of communication, and it's difficult when an Aries, obviously, they're very closed off, they're stubborn, they don't like talk about their feelings, especially Dylan. So it's very difficult to like get through to him and have those conversations, because he's like that type of person. Like, if it's stressing him out, he doesn't want to talk about it, he like will push it off, like he doesn't, and then it'll build up and then he'll pop. So it's relationships are hard work, and I feel like Elle and Noah needed to put that effort in. And that is my Kissing Booth movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, I wanted to talk about one more thing, the ending. So obviously it says, she says that she got waitlisted for both schools, and then she actually got into both of them. So I think there's definitely going to be a third movie, and if you guys like this video, I will review the third movie as well. I hope they do one. I hope it's better than the second one. Honestly, I liked the first Kissing Booth the most, because it had more Elle and Noah, and it like showed the beginning of their love story, and I hate like sad shit. I don't know. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and can't wait to see you guys in next week's video.